And so we're allowing that kind of to happen instead of just slowly burning through it all.
Select your hero.
And with the fancy new headset, it's not that fancy. I'm wearing it in one ear at the moment, like I have it off to the side back here, clinging to my head. Purely because I like to be able to hear myself talk. I can actually, there is a setting on the headset to make it play in my own ear. But the sound dampening on these is really good. To the point where if I wear it like this, I only hear my voice through my own head, which isn't very good. Anyway, we'll see you in part 2 for the defense. And there we go, part 2 for the defense. I'm trying to establish like some kind of clear edit point. Just something, I guess. Offensive Bastion. Honestly, on Dorado, can work surprisingly well. Can actually be very difficult to displace. Because it's a pure payload map, it's relatively easy actually just to get it rolling and sort of start pushing forward. Our objective is pretty simple. It's to get onto the payload and then stay on there. Sounds like you need open acoustics? No. The reason why I actually specifically don't want to open acoustics is if there's loud noises happening in here, I definitely don't want it picked up on the microphone, and having closed headphones means that that's like completely unlikely. While waiting for this, I might need to duck out, so I want to put the question up. I'm at the same elo, and Bastion is always top priority, with me changing specifically to killing if I see him on the other team. Same for Symmetra. That's because those two are massive threats to any team. It will wipe 2-3 allies if I don't focus in. This is never what coaches say to treat them. It's never the way that coaches say to treat them. No, I would say that Bastion is extremely high priority. Bastion is very, very high priority to kill. Symmetra at gold and silver, I'd say people tend to panic a lot when trying to deal with her, and then they just like die because they can't land enough shots or do enough DPS to actually kill her. Which sort of fades away the higher skill level you get, where suddenly the Symmetra running into your team is less scary because you just kill her. But just being able to deal with that reliably, like picking a Winston to clear turrets, for example, isn't a bad idea, and it's Symmetra. With a Bastion, I'd say at gold, silver, and even up to like diamond creeping into masters, just picking Tracer and then throwing pulse bombs at him works wonders. Even though technically I think the pulse bomb won't kill him. In tank... No, actually I think it's been nerfed so it would kill him. I'm not sure. He's very easy to finish off regardless, so like, you just explode him with pulse bombs all day, every day. And it's actually pretty easy to do. So yeah, just try and get that done. But if there is a Bastion on the enemy team, you absolutely have to consider the Bastion. And play around where the Bastion is positioned, avoid directly engaging him. And if you are going to directly engage him, just try and whittle down their barriers, their defenses enough, where you can blow him up as quickly as possible. But he's easy to hit, and he's incredibly high damage output source, so why wouldn't you focus him? Focus him, focus him, focus him, focus him. Bomb kills him, pulse bomb is 40 damage. Yeah, it's 400 damage. So yeah. I do know there was a period of time where it didn't. Many coaches say to always go for enemy supports. That's not true. I'd actually say like always go for enemy supports is somewhat of a misleading idea. Okay, this is very, very silly from their team. This is exactly why. They should not be positioning here at all. The rest of your team should be dealing with that Reaper. This Orisa is not going to last at all, as you can see. What are they doing? These are free kills for us. No. You just gave up a free kill. Oh, that was tilting to see. Okay. So let's talk about, first of all, why this is bad for Orisa. So Orisa, with buffs, if an enemy team is focusing on your barrier, you can usually like replace it quick enough. If there is a damage boosted Bastion shooting your barrier, you will never be able to replace it in time. Then you are so large that Bastion will just tear through you, even with Fortify, like you are made of wet tissue paper. All of these guys are just going to fucking die. Anything trying to flank and surround us should be being dealt with by the rest of our team and peeled off by the rest of our team. This guy should honestly probably be with the team just to help with that peel. Unfortunately, he isn't, but you notice that like the Reaper has to run away. The fact that there's a Roadhog, I think it was the Roadhog who ran back this way and just ran through here, I guess. Maybe. He gets us, he hooks us. This is not, to me, this is not the time to heal. Definitely not the time to heal and run away. This is the time to fight. Be a man. I think a little bit of healing here is not remiss, but you want to keep an eye on what he's doing. If he tries to engage now, especially if you're on like the 200 hit points, it's going to be somewhat difficult for him to get the kill on us unless he lands a direct shot, and especially now post-nerf, engaging him here is not a bad idea. Bastion is quite chunky and quite large, so he does take a lot of damage from Roadhog, so you have to be a little bit careful. But I think just running off to the side here is just letting this guy potentially heal up, giving him time to get his cooldowns off again, and giving him time to get another pick. Pursuing him aggressively and punishing this, because there's no support for him here anymore, would be my kind of decision here. Especially with the Mercy here just to pick us up as well. Just chasing down that guy and killing him, because there's no way we can afford to set up it. Like, now he's run off, he's killed Farah, he's still in the backline, now he's going to come and try and kill us. I'm lucky that he's a bit dim, and so he just runs into our line of fire, which feels nice, man. Let's keep facing forward. I know you're scared of the Reaper, but you've got to trust in your team here. Like, don't be afraid to put a couple of bullets in to discourage him as we're moving through, but right now, like, that Reaper has to be out of your mind, because you can deal with this, you can deal with this, you can deal with the Junkrat over here. You can put 3 targets on the back foot, trusting the rest of your team to put that 1 target on the back foot. Alright, just shred through that. Let's kill this. You notice they have to keep retreating. Now it's up to the rest of your team to peel off the front of the payload. Going tank mode's not too bad here. Okay, fine with that. We should be moving forward though. No, we should definitely be moving forward here to try and keep the front of the payload clear. You notice that we're not moving anywhere? That's easy clearing for us. Like, this is way too timid. Now we're fine at this point. Then we go tank form, and we go tank form with the caveat that tank form is great because we can do a high amount of damage while being mobile, which is sort of the trade-off that turret mode has that we no longer have anymore. We also no longer have a head hitbox, by the way, which is also quite nice. So you would not be remiss of just jumping on top of here and then just clearing out whatever's in front of the payload, because there's something in front of the payload, and I think it's Symmetra. If you kill the Symmetra before she gets a teleporter up, which I think is the case right now, it's very, very easy for you to just finish off on this point. By just staying behind here, like, you notice the payload isn't moving anywhere. We've just used an ultimate and we gained like a foot. And we got 0 kills ourselves. Luckily we can out-track a Symmetra, and we can start clearing. Let's get rid of the Mercy. We just got res, there we go. Reload. Keep track of that Reaper. Again, clear the payload. Clear the payload. Doesn't matter if the Orisa's still back there, she can stand back there all the fuck she likes. Just clear the payload. Because now she's there, and now if she kills you, who gives a shit? Oh no, you've died. Let's count. 10 seconds. Oh look, you're already back on the payload. It's pretty easy.
They have a teleporter.
And so yeah, they use the Junkrat ultimate. We're already back. They basically stop nothing. Let's get back on the payload. We have a shitload of barriers. Blow through it. Good man. Now this Orisa is just completely fucked. Force back. A bit of a long reload, but hey. Enemy Orisa whips a halt as well. Drill the Roadhog a bit. There we go. He has to run away. Let's hope that the mobile people in the team can actually go and deal with that. Fortunately, I mean, this might be heaven for Bastion. We're seeing that supple Orisa booty, but unfortunately for us, it does mean that we can't see. Tanks need to be careful about this. When you're playing Reinhardt as well, for example, just be careful where you're standing in front of a Bastion, because if you can't see, then he's not going to kill as much. Even post-buff, Reaper doing that will not be effective. Just shoot this man. Just keep shooting this man. Something in our... There was something behind us as well. Do not... No. That's where we say Recon. Now we can actually go turret. I do not like the decision to go turret mode here. Because if this guy turns around and engages us, we want that mobility. Because otherwise he's 100% landing the hook on us, he will land a single shot on us and then probably get a follow-up shot immediately afterwards. Which would be bad for us. If we're in turret mode, then we can at least bounce around a little bit and try and juke him while still dealing damage to him, and that gives our team over here enough time to push in as well and do something. So you basically give him no good choices. If you're doing this, then he has a single good choice, which is to run back here, throw a hook out, land a shot, probably run this way or run this way, and then try and kill you on his way out. Doesn't help as well that the soldier's shooting at us. Then when I say it's fine to go turret mode here, where it's sort of nice and safe, the only thing that can kill us is if Mercy standing over there, and if honestly, if Mercy starts shooting us, we can do this, and then we kill her. So that's quite nice. We just guarantee the kill on the Roadhog as well, by just drilling damage into him. We can kind of do it anyway, but hey. This is risky. Like, now that we've come this far out, now it's a little bit scary, and especially now that she's run back out. Now it gets hard, and then she uses Bongo for some weird reason. It's honestly good trade still. Would a Mirror Bastion be good here for the enemy here with the barriers? Yeah, it would work fine. The Reapers should be doing okay as well. Honestly, I would prefer it if the Orisa was a D.Va on our team. Because then she could also help cover in the Pharah. She's a lot more mobile. She's a lot stronger in general. This is complete overkill. Please just shoot him. Oh, come on! Come on! Oh, we gotta land these shots. Oh, these are shots we need to be landing. Like, we should be shooting him. I know he floats, but we still should be shooting at him then. There was a good couple of seconds where we could have maybe got another rocket in there, which, if we have a damage amp on us and a nano boost, we want to be trying to maximize as much output as possible. This is greedy, and we are very lucky that we got away with that. We didn't get away with that. Why is this greedy? Because we know that there's a Reaper in our arsehole. Like, we know the Reaper is there. Jumping up here is just, we have that time of transition again where we get killed. Why is my bandwidth gone to 0? This has been happening a lot lately. Oh, it's bouncing back. Oh, it's gone all the way back. There might have been a bit of latency there, guys, but it should be okay now. There we go. Come on, stabilize. Stabilize. Let me show you guys what I can see. So you guys can see what I can see. Oh, beautiful. So I'm watching this number. It should be like 6,000. For some reason it's bouncing all over the fucking place. Why is it doing that? I don't know. Oh, we're back on 6,000. Needs to be stabilizing. No. Internet. I don't fucking know, guys. I don't fucking know. Okay. We're green. Stable. I think we're stable. I think we're okay. I think we're alright. Hit refresh, guys, anyway, just in case, so that you're not sort of lagging behind all the different times on the stream as well. It will just synergize you guys all up, so if you want to hit refresh, that'll be absolutely superb. Otherwise, yeah, let's talk about why this is greedy. So this is greedy because during that transformation time, there's a good opportunity for Reaper to just kill us. Also gives, like, we're basically presenting our head to Reaper as well by just putting it out of our own backside. So if you think about what happens to Bastion's head, it basically goes out through his own anus, and then Reaper's just shooting it. So yeah. Feels bad, man. So I'd just say, like, we would honestly, like, our DPS in Recon mode is similar to Soldier 76's. So if you think about, like, if I was playing Soldier 76 right now, what would I do? Well, I'd kill this guy, and then I'd kill Reaper. And honestly, that logic still kind of applies here. Let's just kill this guy for free. Let's just run over here, kill this Zenyatta who has 0 support, and then kill the Reaper. Rather than becoming a stationary target that's big and meaty for Reaper to shoot us. Seems sensible to me. Mercy killed the bongo. Feels bad, man. Feels real bad, man. We have all the gold medals, which is honestly unsurprising. If you haven't noticed, by the way, on live, they've changed damage done to hero damage done, which is so thankful for. Again, this is greedy. We should not be transforming, like, without some kind of protection. We honestly, like, this guy is sacrificed so that we are not. And honestly, we luck out in that instance because we might have been able to get a kill on the Roadhog and we got a good amount of ultimate charge, but it would not have shocked me if we were the ones who got hooked there and just died. And then suddenly that's staggering. That's staggering like crazy. Like this is just stupid. We should just be like, if they want to hold here, that's fine, but we do not want to be getting this close to a team with Reaper, Roadhog, Orisa, good close range fighters. We don't want to be closing in like that with a stationary target that's very, very easy to kill. Okay, we've got another tank. Go figure. Bastion charges fast. People are at the Wraith. Good bit of damage on the soldier. Good kill on the soldier. There's still a Reaper behind us. Good job healing through it. Ridiculous. Purely because of Anna, I think, as well. We dropped low. Anna just barely saves us. Good job by Anna. Good ult by Reaper, though, unfortunately. This push is done. We should be looking to get out. We shouldn't be re-engaging here. Just get out, get out, get out. Reaper kills us. This Anna and Reinhardt just need to die and regroup. And this is a stagger, basically. So now the objective for the people alive should be to not die. Unfortunately, they went and ran up towards the door where the Roadhog is so that Roadhog can then just land a hook and die. This happens so often, even on like the games that we were playing yesterday. If you remember the Temple of Anubis game, this happened over and over and over and over again, and that was on OneAmongstMany, which is in mid-diamond. And yeah, this happens non-stop, pretty much no matter what rank you play at, to be honest, where people will just try their luck poking, and then they'll get killed by the Roadhog, for example. And yeah, it's really stupid. And this... We can't do this. The barrier is destroyed. When the barrier is down, this is when we stop trying to transform, especially against the Roadhog. We are so lucky that we survived here. We are so lucky that we survived here. If there was any other source of damage around there, such as Zenyatta, such as the Reaper, we would have died. Like, and then suddenly our team can't push anymore. Again, we've tried to transform without any protection. Res has come through, Sights comes through. We want to be a bit careful how we push around. Get some good damage out. Unfortunately, it's been healed up. Distance is being ceased. I'd honestly prefer a tank there rather than a machine gun, but it seems to have worked out. This is a waste of a tank. There is no reason to have tanked that. It's a solo Mercy on 150 hit points. We should be able to left click this down in Recon form. So spoiler, just general advice, just because, you know, I don't just want to be condescending, I suppose, and just say, yeah, just kill her. Let's give some actual advice. Mercies are very predictable in terms of how they're going to move. So first things first, she's not going to run at us. If she runs at us, she loses outright. She's just going to try and blast at us as best she can, and then she's also going to do it while bouncing. Mercies pretty much universally will fucking jump all over the place. It takes a very high ranking Mercy apparently to not be as predictable as hell. So she's going to bounce, and she's going to bounce back this way. And she's going to be looking for someone to come running around here to Guardian Angel too. We know that she can't res because she used it in the fight. And honestly, I'd say in like the time it takes you to run up here, transform into a tank, and then start doing damage, we could have already killed her by just running at her with a machine gun and just gunning down the 100 hit point Mercy. Again, if you're playing Soldier 76 here, what would you do? You just run at her and shoot her, right? Like, it's the simplest decision in the world. So this to me is just very greedy.
Welcome to Overwatch,
Hey!
This reset button comes quicker than birthdays.
Well, yes, Dead Palmo. It's a monthly subscription. It comes 12 times faster, I do believe. But I love you anyway. I love you. Beautiful. That's a dead Roadhog. Don't worry about repairing. Like, we want to be focused on doing damage here. We have a Mercy, we have an Anna, and we've got the payload healing us as well. Fuck repairing. Just shit out damage. Now we want to repair if we start dropping this low, and just... Now we're sort of a tank mode. I understand that could be a very confusing turn of phrase. Now we are a tank in terms of we are soaking a lot of damage. So yeah. I want to point out Dead Palmo, because I know.
60 seconds remaining.
Looks like our Reinhardt's gone ham though, and managed to save it. So how did the enemy team fuck up there? They were just like constantly over-engaging on us, never managed to, like they were doing the same thing we were, which is, this is kind of the nice thing about playing in sort of silver and gold, is that the enemy team's making the same mistakes as yours, so maybe we would say, oh, my team does nothing but run in on its own, and then I end up losing. The enemy team probably does that too. So it's just a matter of finding the ways to punish that, and like the way we were playing was just very, very punishable. What is the Winston doing? His best? Which chat, so sassy. Sassy. Okay. Bastion on a 1 minute hold works actually pretty well. It's very, very variable. And for the love of God, and if you're doing something like this, never press the left mouse button before the spawn doors have opened, because otherwise you're just setting yourself up for failure. But still.
Stop the payload.
How far it could be a problem? Again, I'd say we're still too far forward here. Like, we just want to be a little bit further back, just so we're not in danger of poking our nose out, because Reinhardt doesn't want to stand this close to the edge.
60 seconds.
Because if the fire was good, they wouldn't be flying up over here. They'd be using a concussive blast to get themselves up and over here, and then putting a like a concussive missile down behind us, and then knocking our Reinhardt down to the low ground. Then they can just push in and do whatever they like and kill us. Like, if that ends up happening, we have to reposition, because we can't stay up here. We have to either drop down, or we have to move around, or we have to just stay in recon mode and just shoot. But you notice we don't have a... Our Reinhardt's on the low... Our Reinhardt is on the low ground. Our Reinhardt's on the low ground. Our Reinhardt... Guys, our Reinhardt's on the fucking low ground. So because our Reinhardt's on the low ground, we can't do shit here. We have to stay in this is asking for death. He's finally here now, and now we can actually start doing things. This is greedy as fuck. I don't endorse this in the slightest. Like, do not go turret mode over there, because you're just asking to get like they have a wraparound pathway this way. You're just asking to die there. Like, stay over here, shoot down, and then get ready to move around. Like, now would be a good time to start moving back around to the corner. Okay, let me talk about why. So, if you're playing Reinhardt and you want to get like a quick fire strike, like, you notice where we are right now, you can actually see the spawn door. There is an angle, like a line of sight angle, from the spawn, where you can see down through it. And it's pretty easy to find. I'll load up Overwatch during the Q&A, and I'll even show you where the angle is on Dorado. To fire strike the doorway, I can even tell you the precise timing of it, which is when... You see the timer in the middle? It's going 3, 2, 1. Fire strike now. Just to stop the payloads appearing, fire strike, because that's as the door's opening. Most people will still be running out. You usually hit 1 or 2 people. And that can be like a good 10% ultimate charge, nice and early. This shit... Do you know what happens against a good team when you do this shit? They go, Reinhardt's on the low ground. What? Okay, we are just going to fucking speed boost out of here and just kill this Reinhardt. Because if they kill this Reinhardt and succeed, your team loses.
Welcome
Your team loses instantly.
Mostly.
Thank you, Texas Recon. Beautiful. Ooh, with the fat Twitch Prime sub as well. Make sure you're claiming your loot boxes. Make sure you're claiming that thing. Enjoying your juicy legendary. I got the Tracer Punk skin, which I don't like at all, and I have a lot of good Tracer skins anyway, so I was very disappointed. But I did get the Pachimari icon, like the regular Pachimari icon, which I'm happy with. So I have most Pachimari icons now, I think. It's quite nice. But yeah, if this situation happens, I would not even, like... You are fine-tuning that, now you transform out. Because you can see the Farah's doing it already, where she's already shooting at us. We cannot stay here and endure this. Like, this Pharah just needs to land 1 or 2 more rockets, and their team needs to just focus you a little bit better, and you die. And then if you die, their team, again, pushes forward and wins. So, yeah. We definitely can't stay there and defend, especially not against a Pharah. There's just too many angles for her to come up and over us. But honestly, this would be a good point to just start dropping back a little bit. Hey! Skadoosh! I do love your name. Skadoosh UK. They've had you 2 months. No longer a scrub, just pure hype. This is greedy. You notice that every time we're doing this, the Pharah is just gunning us down. And I think that's the D.Va as well, in baby D.Va form, shooting at us. If their Roadhog was a little bit better, then they'd be doing that. And honestly, if they didn't have the Reaper, if they had something with range instead, we would be dying here. This is why Ana is really good. Ana, how did you... No. Okay, guys, let's learn about D.Va. Let's learn about this lovely Korean mech. Let me get blue. Okay, so this is D.Va. Okay, funny is... Okay, it's D.Va. And then... Okay, this is D.Va, and she's facing this way. How does defense matrix work, ladies and gentlemen? You can basically think of it, I think it starts technically a little bit actually in her model. And it's basically like a funnel that extends out. Okay, and then it looks like this. There is an area on D.Va, which is her rear, her bum, her shapely bottom, which is actually completely exposed to the elements and completely vulnerable. So, how do you sleep dart a D.Va? You try and make sure that you are facing her shapely bottom. What you don't do is like run right into the model here and then try and sleep dart here, because that's going to guarantee it's going to fuck up, which is kind of what ends up happening with this Ana here. Where if you watch, this is tilting to me. I'm an Ana main, if you aren't aware. So watching an Ana sort of... You notice that the Ana like ran in slightly and now is technically sort of stood about... She's about here, and so she's trying to sleep dart through here, so it's just getting caught by the edge of the defense matrix. There is no reason to risk that. If I was Ana, just run here, put the sleep dart in, throw an anti-heal grenade down on both of these targets. Dead as a dodo. In the stun time it takes for D.Va to drop down onto the floor and then get back up, the D.Va would be blown out of her mech. Or at least so low that finishing her is easy. So yeah. Slight fuck up by the Ana. This is a clusterfuck of errors on both teams' behalf. Their team just not prioritizing you. Honestly, this Roadhog could have just gone underneath and gone all the way around to deal with you. If they're going to try and deal with you with close range tools, that's probably the angle they should be looking at doing it with. But the Pharah is doing a good job. If the Pharah had any kind of support with her, then she would have just killed you. Reaper can't find value. The Reinhardt's on the low ground. And the Hobbits are fucking taking the Hobbits to Isengard for me. I just keep saying it over and over, and I can't believe it. Disbelief. It's profound disbelief. I play D.Va exclusively for the shapely bum. I don't blame you. Part of why I play a lot of Widowmaker. Not gonna lie. Part of also why I enjoy playing Winston. Okay. So we don't even have to get it round the first corner. Like, we don't even... Well, we have to get it around the first corner, but we don't even have to get it through the archway. We don't even have to get it near the fucking archway. I'd be feeling pretty good about this game. Don't go in overconfident. And they are going to have to defend from where they are standing now. This is quite good for us. Arisa should be putting down a barrier now. You're going to get firestruck, but your team is going to be ready to heal it. Just blow through this. There you go. And just keep shitting out damage. Why Mercy ran in front of you, I don't know. Okay. Transform. And just break the barrier. There you go. Don't bother repairing. Just keep putting out the damage. Just keep shooting. Reload. Shoot, 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 shoot. Just keep on firing. Oh, wow. Told you should not be long for this world. Keep on firing. They cannot deal with your damage output. Like, if with the Ana and Mercy in your bum and with the 2 barriers in front of you, they cannot do shit here. Now would be a good time to just transform and probably even get in front of the payload, but yeah, this is like an easy win. This is ridiculous.
Welcome to Overwatch, mon silly.
Hey, IntelliGo. Good to have you on board. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
4 to 3.
I'd say, like, okay, let's actually, like, try and be constructive here for the enemy team. If I was in the enemy team's position, how would I actually defend this? I would not defend it from where they're defending it from, which is, like, literally staring down the spawn. What I would have tried to go for is a defense based around this first corner. Probably set up starting on this high ground up here, so that you can at least use the cover when you're shooting down onto this. It also means that you can't do what you're doing here, which is you just start transforming into turret mode, putting damage onto their team, with everyone like safe in cover. Like, if you think about where your supports can stand here, they are completely safe. There's no way, unless Junkrat gets some freaky damage out somehow, they have a Junkrat by the way, that the Ana and Mercy would ever die here. Like, there's 2 barriers just blocking up the single doorway. There's 2 supports drilling damage into you. You just hold down left mouse button and just put damage out there. Break the barrier, get through defense matrix, get through the May wall. You can do it all, no fucking problem. When that's clear, then the team can push out, get onto the payload, and just roll over the enemy team, because the enemy team has no sustainability anymore, so they'll lose. What they need to do is get something up here. Like, the Junkrat should be on top of here, spamming down, where he's safe and out of line of sight. The D.Va could be flying around over on top of here as well. They could have a Reinhardt and a Roadhog on high ground, for example, as well, over here for a triple tank lineup. Then have, like, Ana Mercy as well. And just run that. Yeah, that team lineup, I think that makes 6. I haven't tried to make a team lineup with 7 people. And I think even the Junkrat pick is fine here. Like, against a team lineup this static would be absolutely okay. But I think the way that they're trying to go about this is just completely wrong. Like, will never work, basically. It's just doomed to fail. Even with the Junkrat, like them trying to play a May as well and not getting a split, because your team doesn't need to push out, so there's nothing to split, it's pointless. They have to hold for a minute, and I think I don't know, the person picking May probably thought, oh, I can stall for an entire minute. You can't against the, you know, if he's picked Bastion on attack once before, he's probably going to pick Bastion on attack once again, so you got to prepare for that. So yeah, it's no shock to me that their defense stops working. Honestly, at this point, you can just transform and just run around in Recon form and just help clean up, because everyone on their team is already dead. You have like 6 people up, they have like 2, so just go and help clean up. I think the only kill they got is when Mercy walked into a trap. Okay guys, now's a good time to start asking questions. Let's talk about Bastion, let's talk about Dorado if you want to talk about Dorado. We can also talk maybe a little bit about New Hog and New Reaper as well. But I'll see you in part 3 for that. Actually, let me check if play of the game is anything dank. It is us. It's just us being nano boosted. It just, yeah. Makes a nice noise. I mean, we didn't save Mercy. We did not save the Mercy. Mercy ran to us thinking, Bastion's going to save me, and then Bastion did not save her. 50% of the team's damage, no surprise. We were boosted as fuck. The entire team played around you, which is actually quite nice for them. Okay, let me load up the Overwatch. Overwatch.